everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the All In Football Show. It's your boy, Lee Ice. You know, I got my partner in crime, my H-Spoon Coon, my brother from a different mother, the Big Dog Hill. What's going on, bro?
Man, Lee Ice, enjoyed this long weekend of football. We got another one starting on Wednesday, on Christmas Day.
Buddy.
The college football playoff, total flop. Yeah. All the games were blowouts. The NFL, luckily we had 2 NFL games that day to make up for it because they saved the day. Because both of those games were tight. Today's action, Sunday's action was great, like always. Washington and Philadelphia, Seattle and Minnesota, San Francisco, Miami. Then we got the Cowboys and the Buccaneers tonight, and the Saints and the Packers tomorrow. Then we come right back on Wednesday with more.
Wednesday all over again.
Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Football.
Yes, it is.
Hey, let's thank everybody for tuning in to last week's show, and thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like Lee Ice always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. But you know, Lee Ice don't say that word. But Lee Ice always going to tell you, protect yourself and your family the best way you know how, because this is the season. The season. So please protect yourselves and your family the best way you know how. Big Dog, you ready to get things started?
Boom! What's up?
There you go.
Got me some coquito, just like last year, Lee Ice.
I got some holiday punch. Let's go. Y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's the All In Football Show double reverse. When Lee Ice gets the ball, and here come the Big Dog coming around the corner. What you gonna do with it, dog?
Here we go. Well, no, here we go. Friday. The college football inauguration playoff got started with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. Hoosiers stick to basketball. 27-17, not even close. It was 27-3 going into the fourth quarter. The Ice, not even close.
Yeah.
Saturday. SMU Mustangs winning the Happy Valley to take on Penn State Nittany Lions. When the Nittany Lions, boy, was trying to give the game away, Lee Ice, in the first, 20 minutes. They were trying to give the game away because SMU had a number of chances to put some points on the board to make this game a lot different. They didn't, though. 3 interceptions in the first half cost them 38-10. Penn State advances to play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Then in Austin, Texas, probably the closest game of the day. It wasn't really that close. Clemson made a game of it. They cut it down to 24-31 at one point. Then Texas went on and scored a couple more touchdowns, 38-24, as Texas beat Clemson and advances and play. I'll let you know later on in the broadcast on the clipboard, all the matchups. Then at night, the Ice, Ohio State. Tennessee had more fans in the stands than Ohio State at home, and they got crushed. The game was over in the first quarter, the Ice. That's Ohio State and Ryan Day. I thought he'd be fired on Monday, but hey, I guess he lived another day. 42-17 over the Tennessee Volunteers. Also, Lee Ice, we had one AA action. That's right, the FCS. Their games were much closer, way much closer in their Final Four as South Dakota State invaded North Dakota State in that dome, the Fargo Dome in North Dakota, and North Dakota State advances to the national championship game as they beat South Dakota State 28-21. In the other semifinal, Montana State took on South Dakota, and Montana State prevails over them 31-17. So that sets the matchup on January 6th, Monday at 7 p.m. on ESPN. North Dakota State versus Montana State and the FCS championship game. A lot to talk about.
A lot of Dakotas going on in there.
There's a lot of Dakotas in, Lee Ice. All right, Lee Ice. You know that's it. 10-minute commercial break.
All right, y'all. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, it's time for the big boys. A lot going on. A lot of people got eliminated. Well, not a lot of teams, but some teams got eliminated today.
Oh, yes, they did.
Got eliminated. We're going to tell you who when we come back. It's the All In Football Show with Lee Ice and the Big Dog. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the All That Football Show with Lee Ice and the Big Dog. We breaking down this weekend's action of college football. Now it's time for the second half of the W verse. You know what that means. It's time for the big boys, the NFL. What you got, Big Dog?
Puff, puff, pass, pass. As the Denver Broncos flew into the SoFi carport and high as a kite, they take on that San Diego LA Chargers. San Diego LA Chargers. And the Chargers were behind because Bo Nix was passing all over the Chargers in the first half, but in the second half, Justin Herbert and company caught that lightning bolt, and they struck gold as they beat the Broncos 34-27. Saturday. Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans. Why does it seem like the Houston Texans every time they go play that sidearm throwing behind the back? I'm about to buy a WNBA team. Travis Kelce girl in the stands. I ain't cut a record in over a year. And Andy Reid said, I'm going to eat some of that beef ribs you bought from Texas. Every time the Houston Texans go into Kansas City, it's like they jump out to a commanding lead, but it seems like Patrick Mahomes and them come back again. A couple years ago when they had Deshaun Watson on the court, they jumped out to 24-0 lead in the playoffs and lost 51-31. They jumped out a 13-3 lead this game and lost 27-19, Lee Ice.
They're hanging on by the string.
Then, later on that evening, the Pittsburgh Steelers with that Panani Brothers with the fried bologna with the bubble in the middle of it, the bugs out just like Mike Tomlin's eyes, took on the, quote, the Raven, nevermore, and the big man getting loose because the big man had a big game because he ran all over the Pittsburgh Steelers as the Ravens quote him, don't quote him, and quote him again, 34-17 over the Steelers. Sunday's action. The L.A. Hollywood, Randy Hollywood Donuts traveled to the Jets to play that I'm so petty, but I'm not a bad man, Aaron Rodgers. As the Jets took on the Rams, and the L.A. Rams beat them 19-9 in 25-degree weather at MetLife Stadium. And the game of the day, Lee Ice, I called it. I told you, Lee Ice, touchdown. Told you to get a touchdown. The Washington Commanders and that funny mascot, what you call him?
Major Tutty.
I think we need to call him Pork Chop. Took on Fly, Eagles Fly. As the Eagles was just dominating Washington, created 5 turnovers. Saquon Barkley ran for over 150 yards. And they still lost in the last seconds of the game, Lee Ice. Last 10 seconds of the game. As the Washington Commanders, Daniels hit Crowder for a 10-yard touchdown and made it 36-33, and they never looked back. Meanwhile, in the ATL Falcons hosted the G-Man and Drew Lock, not Daniel Jones, Drew Lock. And the Giants jumped out 7-0 and like they was going to do something, Lee Ice.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons ordered some of that varsity and that slutty vegan, had a mushroom burger sandwich, and came out and beat the Giants 34-7. His fast feet wasn't fast enough, Lee Ice. He was running for his life a lot today. As the Carolina Panthers hosted the Arizona Cardinals, they came in that UFO known as the spaceship from Arizona. Arizona went in the game with playoff hopes on the line. If he lost, they would lose. They'll be out of the game. Went to overtime, 36-30. Panthers win. Arizona Cardinals eliminated from the playoffs. Meanwhile, another team to try to keep their hopes alive, known as Who Dat? Who gonna beat them Bengals? Welcome to the jungle. As the Cleveland Browns traveled past Watson, that's past Jameis Winston and Cleveland Mass Choir, known as the Cleveland Browns, and they played the Bengals, and the Bengals kept their playoffs hopes alive, 24-6. Another team that tried to keep their playoffs hopes alive, the Indianapolis Colts was down 7-0 to who? The Tennessee Titans. That's who? The Tennessee Titans. I ain't surprised. And the Tennessee Titans made a game of it, though, Lee Ice, 30-38. As Indianapolis Colts said, I'm down on probation, and I'm going to go to the Market Square Arena and shoot this 3 as they beat the Titans 38-30. Meanwhile, in Chicago, man, I think the Hail Mary that Jason Daniels sitting on the Chicago Bears has ruined this season. They have never recovered from that, because I think this is like the 900th loss in a row they lost to the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions went into Chicago with 15-degree weather, and wore all white and manhandled the Bears 34-17. The game that just ended moments ago, the Minnesota clap, goal, clap, skull. As the Minnesota Vikings took on that 12th man, the Macchiato, Microsoft, and that salmon and that seafood market as the Vikings beat the Seahawks 27-24. I almost was right about this one, Lee Ice, too. Nobody circles the wagon in the Buffalo Bills because the Bills barely won as they beat the New England Patriots 24-21. And the Raiders took on Duval County in the first round pick bowl, in the first draft pick bowl, as the Raiders beat them 19-14. And the Dolphins beat the 49ers 29-17 in a rematch at Super Bowl 18 that played out in Palo Alto, California. And you'll get the Buccaneers and the Cowboys at the bottom of your screen, and also the Saints and the Chiefs at the bottom of your screen for Monday Night Football. Lee Ice, taking the commercial break.
All right, y'all, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, it's the clipboard. Who you got? My favorite segment. And Lee Ice Stone Cold Lock and Key and Lee Ice's All in Football Player of the Week. All of that and some more. All in Football Show. Big Dog Lee Ice, we coming back at you. All right, y'all, we are back. That was the double reverse given to you by the one and only, the Big Dog. Now, it's time for your boy's favorite segment, Who You Got? You ready, Big Dog?
Here we go with Who You Got. Wednesday. Merry Christmas. That sidearm thrown behind the back, moonwalking, whatever you want to call him, Travis Kelce pop locking for the first time in a long time, and Andy Reid saying, I want some pumpkin pie and cookies for Christmas and some milk, as they go in to play the Panani Brothers of Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Men of Steel, on Netflix at 1 o'clock. That's right, Netflix. Hope you got your buffering issues down pat as the Steelers host the Chiefs. Who you got?
Get it right, Netflix. Don't mess my Christmas up. Every time I pick Pittsburgh, they lose. So when I don't pick them, they win. I'm going with Kansas City. Get it, fans and everybody, for them Christmas presents, home field advantage throughout. KC.
I'm going with Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh has to win to keep that division lead over the Ravens. Second game of the day on Netflix at 4:30. Beyonce, halftime show. The Houston Texans host the Quote the Raven, Nevermore, and the Big Man Getting Loose on Netflix at 4:30. Who you got?
Man, the Texans are in trouble and they're getting hurt. The Ravens got to have it. Lamar, hey, tip my hat to you. I said do it in a big game against the Steelers. You showed up. I hate saying it, but they're going to beat Houston. Houston, you're in trouble, bud.
I think I might have to go with that too, Lee. I want to go with Houston in my heart because I think they're just too beat up. The next day, the day after Christmas, a lot of people returning gifts anyway, Lee. When a lot of people return their gifts, they might as well get ready for Thursday Night Football on Prime Video as the Seattle Seahawks with their playoff hopes on the line take on the Chicago Bears in Chicago. The Bears and the Seahawks. Who you got?
You ready for this one? Yeah. Chicago finally ends their losing streak. Upset the Seahawks.
I agree. Saturday. NFL Network, triple header. We ain't got the regular networks so far yet, Eli, at 1 p.m. That's San Diego, LA Chargers. San Diego, LA Chargers. Travel to New England and the Boston Baked Beans and the Boston Tea Party, as known as the Patriots. The British are coming. The Patriots host the Chargers on PM on NFL Network. Who you got?
It's gonna be close. New England will keep it close, but at the end, the Chargers will prevail.
I agree. Puff, puff, pass, pass. Bo Nix and company fly out. Who that gonna beat them Dangles? Welcome to the jungle. And that five-way chili hosts the Cincinnati Bengals host the Denver Broncos on NFL Network at 4:30 on Saturday. Who you got?
Denver. Y'all are in trouble, man. Y'all are in trouble. You're playoff.
Hold up, the ice.
Flipping.
I'm gonna tell you like this. If Denver wins, they're in. But if Denver loses and Cincinnati wins out, Denver will be out.
They're in. Yeah, that's what I said.
This is serious here.
Cincinnati, they fight. They didn't give up all year, and it's going to pay off because they're going to beat the Broncos.
And back to the Chargers-Patriots game. If the Chargers win, they're in. Now, the Cardinals and the Rams. If the Cardinals could beat the Rams at 8 o'clock on NFL Network, they ain't in it, but they will hurt the Rams. But if Seattle loses Thursday night, the ice, and the Rams win Saturday night, the Rams win the NFC West. Who you got?
Well, Seattle's going to lose, and and the Rams are going to win. Hey, man, they were what, 1-3 or 1-4?
1-4 at one point.
Yeah, they're going to win the division. Congratulations.
I agree. I agree. Sunday. The JETS, just. I'm Petty, known as Bad Man Eddie Rogers, travel to the Nobody Circles the Wagon like the Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock on CBS with Jim Nance and Tony Romo on the call. Who you got?
Looks like Josh Allen got hurt. It looked like he was holding his hand at the end. Buffalo needs to win this to have a chance, but I think Kansas City had it locked up. So once Kansas City had it locked up, I see Buffalo resting their players, but they still should have enough to beat Buffalo.
Nashville Hot Chicken take on Duval County as the Tennessee Titans travel to Jacksonville on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Tennessee plays hard. They deserve a win. Let's go with Tennessee.
The Carolina Panthers take that prohibition alcohol and minced barbecue down to Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Man, I'm so happy for Bryce Young, how he turned his career, because it started off horrible. Don't be surprised if Carolina go down there and whoop Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay should win.
I go with Tampa too. Go, Pat, go! As they go to and the game of the day as the Vikings host the Packers at 1 p.m. on Fox. Who you got?
Excuse me. I'm good with Minnesota.
I agree.
Minnesota.
Then the Raiders travel to the Popeye Caesars Chicken Superdome to play the New Orleans. Who that gonna beat them Saints on Fox at 1 o'clock? Who you got?
Saints defense play hard. They should play hard enough to beat the Raiders. So let's go with the Saints.
I'm going
They're
with
at
the
home.
Saints too.
Yeah, go with the Saints.
The Indianapolis Colts play the G-Men, the New York Giants, in the greatest game rematch of all times in the 1950s when Johnny Unitas made that sneak. As the Giants host the Colts on Fox at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Colts, buddy. One of my playoff teams that I picked. Look like
I'm going
they
with the
wasn't
Colts
going
too.
to be in it. But the Colts are going. They might win their division. They definitely going to win this game.
Nope, can't win the division because the Texans already won it. Hey, the Dolphins.
Oh, they already won it? I
Yeah.
thought they was. Okay.
The Dolphins. The Dolphins with a little slim playoff host go to Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Rocks at 4:05 on CBS. I'm going with the Browns because it's going to be too cold. Who you got?
You said it. Cleveland. It's too cold. Until Miami wins in Tua, do they prove they can win a game outside? What, when it's like below 40? Yeah, Cleveland.
The American
That
team,
ends
the
Miami.
American team, the Dallas Cowboys, travel to Fly, Eagles, Fly on Fox at 4:25. Who you got?
You know what? The backup quarterback got had cracked ribs, so he's not going to be available. And Jalen Hurts, I don't know if he's going to come out of concussion protocol. Depending on who's quarterbacking, man, I don't even know who their third string quarterback. I guess Jalen Hurts comes out of concussion protocol. I'll go with the Eagles, but they might not have a quarterback.
I'm going with the Eagles, too, to win the division. Then, NBC Sunday Night Football. The ATL Falcons bring some of that slutty vegan up here in the varsity to take on the chicken and mumbo sauce and fried rice. And the Washington Commanders and pork chop, known as their mascot on NBC. Mike Rico, Chris Collinworth on the call. Who you got?
Commander fans, let's celebrate because we make the playoffs with this win Saturday night. Going with the Commanders. They clinch the playoff spot.
Lee Ice.
Don't say
Lee Ice.
Do not say it.
Lee Ice. Washington by 10.
Okay.
Then Monday night, revenge game. The Detroit football travel to San Francisco and play that in that Levi's Denim Jeans Stadium and play the 49ers. Who you got on ABC, ESPN Monday Night Football?
Detroit, man, they act like they wasn't hurt.
Yeah, they're going to win this.
Yeah, Detroit got it.
Detroit going to win this. All right, Lee Ice, time for that Stone Cold Lock and Key.
Lee Ice, Stone Cold Lock and Key. You know, Lee Ice normally like to give points, but this time I'm giving points because all these teams that are giving points have a chance to make the playoffs. 2 have a chance to clinch, and 1 have a chance to keep it alive. The one that have to keep it alive, they're going against the team that they catching. The Bengals at home, giving 3 against Denver. Load up on Cincinnati. This might get ugly. The Commanders, yes, my Commanders, are giving 5 to Atlanta. Like I said, it's going to be a celebration. Get a 5. They should beat Atlanta and a rookie quarterback. And the Rams giving 4 to Arizona. Arizona got eliminated. They're playing at home. The Rams are playing at home. There should be another celebration. They should lock up the AFC West. So the Rams, Commanders, Bengals give the points because they all will win. They all, well, the Commanders and the Rams will lock up playoff spots, and the Bengals will be alive going into the last game of the season. That's your Lee Ice Stone Cold Lock and Key, bud.
Lee Ice, clipboard, Jalen Hurts, hurt today.
I didn't mean to laugh at him getting hurt,
but don't know his status. Don't know his status for next week when it gets Cowboys. Taylor repents with a 218-yard day. Michael Penix almost flawless today for the Falcon debut against the Giants. Now, college football, Lee Ice. Tuesday, December 31st at 7:30 on ESPN. Penn State will take on Boise State in the quarterfinals of the college football playoffs in the Fiesta Bowl. Wednesday, January 1st at 1 p.m. in the Peach Bowl in the quarterfinals, Texas take on Arizona State. Then the Rose Bowl, the quarterfinals of the college football playoff, Ohio State, Oregon, the rematch. Then a rematch of a national championship game years ago in the Sugar Bowl at 8:45 on ESPN. Notre Dame plays Georgia. Lee Ice, give me your all-in player of the week.
Well, I'll give you my all-in player of the week. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the first round team should have a home field advantage? I think
I remember I said that on the All-In Sports Show. I said that I think the bowl game should be the first round, and the second round should be home field advantage. If anything, if you want to make it even across the board, make all the bowl games, major bowl games, the playoff sites.
Yeah, that's what they should do. All the bowl games should be playoff
instead of having a home field advantage. I understand that it draws more money and all that, but it was just that was the worst thing college football could have asked for was yesterday. All the blowouts. None of the games competitive.
All the sites should be neutral. All the sites should be neutral.
Unless you're going to change the format. You know what I'm saying? Go by who got the best strength of schedule instead of the best records. Because Alabama and Ole Miss will probably play the better game.
Yep. All right, man. The All-In Football Player of the Week. Hey, man, we going with the home team. Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. Can't be the winning team, they said. Can't be the team with a winning record. All he did today was throw for 5 touchdowns, big dog. And he ran for like 80 more yards. And what a beautiful pass. 6 seconds left when he hit Jameson Crowder. Jaden Daniels, congratulations, buddy. You are our All-In Football Show Player of the Week.
Well, the Ice, we got 2 more weeks left to go in the regular season. And
what about fast, man? The best is yet to come now.
The best yet to come. We're going to be talking about UFL and the draft soon. And Canadian football again soon. Yeah. All right, Lee Ice, take us home. Happy holidays, everybody. We won't see you until next Sunday.
Y'all heard what the big dog said. We hope y'all all have a happy holiday. Have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you one more time before next year. So whether you like it or don't like it, learn and love it. It's the best thing going. All-In Football Show, Lee Ice and the Big Dog. We out. See y'all. Oh, Lord.